What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing a highly requested recipe with you guys. Now for this recipe, I'm going to be doing some mango chow. Now I've been getting a lot of recipe requests to make chow recipes. Now although it's not really a Guyanese thing, I do know a few Guyanese people that make a mean chow. So today I'm going to go ahead and share my recipe for mango chow, and in the future I'll share some more versions of it. And I hope you guys enjoy. By this end of this video, I know you guys are going to be running into your kitchen to go ahead and make this. Now to begin making your mango chow, you're going to start off by chopping up all of your fresh ingredients. Now when making mango chow or any type of chow, in my opinion, it's always best to start with fresh ingredients that you chop up by hand. I just find that the flavor is much better. So over here, I am chopping up a scotch bonnet pepper. My family likes it really spicy, so I am using the whole thing. But if you wanted to, you could use half the pepper, less than half the pepper. You could omit it if you don't like spicy food. And if you don't want that really raw peppery heat, you can also discard the membrane as well as the ribs and the seeds. That's where all of the real heat comes from in these types of peppers. You can also use whatever type of pepper that you have on hand. Now, everything that I'm adding in here today is essentially part of a green seasoning as we would know it. Now, if you really wanted to, you could follow my green seasoning recipe that I already have on my channel. I'll have it linked right up here. You could follow that and then essentially top your mango or whatever you're making the chow out of with that green seasoning. However, I like to chop everything fresh by hand. That's just my preference. At this point, I'm also chopping up some garlic, and everything that I'm chopping up for this dish is very fine. The reason being is because you want all of those flavors to distribute really well all over whatever you're making the chow out of. So that's why I chop them really, really fine. If you even wanted to, if you had like a mini chopper or a food processor, you could add all of these seasonings in and go ahead and chop them that way. I just like the way it looks when I chop everything up by hand. So once you're finished chopping up all of your garlic really finely, it's time to move on to one of the main herbs, one of the main seasonings that goes into any type of chow. I'm going to be chopping up some bandania, also known as culantro, also known as shadow benny. Now, if you guys don't know what this is, it's basically like cilantro, but it's much stronger. I'm sorry to say, but I don't have an actual clip of me chopping that up, but you're going to see it later on when I mix it into the actual chow. But what you want to do is chop that up really finely along with all of your other seasonings, because that is one of the main flavoring agents. Now, if you don't have culantro on hand, you can go ahead and use some regular cilantro, but you're going to have to use a larger amount, being that cilantro has a milder taste than the actual culantro. Once you've chopped up your culantro, your hot pepper, as well as your garlic, it's time to go in with another ingredient that I don't see people add into chow too often. I'm going to chop up some scallions. Now, when chopping the scallions, I'm only going to use the green part because I find that it's milder in taste and it gives a more mild onion flavor versus the more pungent onion flavor that the white part offers. Once you've chopped up all of your ingredients, it's time to move on to making the actual mango chow. So in my bowl here, I have one mango that I've gone ahead and peeled and I've cut off of the seed and I've sliced it up. Now you can chop it, you could slice it as thin or as thick as you want, and a lot of people even put the seed in here, but my mom went ahead and snacked on that once we cut it off of the seed. So at this point, you're going to go in with all of your seasonings. So I'm going in with my chopped hot pepper, and we like it spicy in our household, so we're adding in the whole one. I'm also going in with my chopped culantro, also known as bandania, and that's going to give it that signature chow flavor. I am also going in with all of my garlic. And I wanted to mention this mango right here is half ripe. Some people use mango that's in between the green stage and half ripe stage, so this way it'll give you a nice mango chow flavor. Also, I'm going in with the green parts of the green onions or the scallions that I chopped up earlier. At this point, you're going to go ahead and mix it all really well until everything is well combined. Once you've mixed together all of your fresh seasonings on top of the mango, it's time to top it off with a little bit of salt. Now, if you were not going to serve the mango chow today, if you were going to make it the night before and serve it the next day, or if you were going to go ahead and serve it hours from now, I recommend adding the salt right before you serve it, because the longer you allow this to sit with salt in it, it's going to draw out the water from the mango and make the chow very wet. And my family is not really fans of a very wet chow. I also went in there with a little pinch of black pepper to add a little bit more pepperiness to the dish, and I went in with a few drops of vinegar. Now I'm using regular white distilled vinegar, but if you wanted to, you could use red wine vinegar or apple cider vinegar as well. Essentially, at this point, your mango chow is done and ready to serve, but I like to leave mine in my fridge to marinate for about 30 minutes to an hour. This way it cools it down, as well as marries all of those flavors together, and then it'll be ready to serve. Once your mango chow has sat in the fridge for however long you'd like, I let mine sit for about an hour, it's time to serve it up. So I'm dishing it up here, and I'm gonna have my parents give it a try. Okay guys, since I'm not such a big fan of mango, my parents are gonna go ahead and try this one for you guys. So you're gonna let me know what they think.
You're crazy, no mango?
Yum.
I love this.
It's cool, refreshing, and perfect for the summer, guys. So if you enjoyed this recipe, head on over into your kitchen and try this out. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Give this video a nice big thumbs up. And of course, keep leaving all your comments down below. Bye, guys.